All right, I am being sworn in, and I got a bunch of questions coming at my face.
All right.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. And I got them coming from you two. So, Meredith, you go last. You go first.
I go first. Orlando, I want to know about the greatest length that you ever went to try to like impress a lady, take a woman out that didn't end how you wanted it. Like the evening ended with like, okay, thanks for, had a good time. And then like just bounce. Like where you really put some work in. It was thoughtful.
High expectations.
You planned it out. You spent a bag, and it just fizzled out.
Wow. Like where it didn't go down.
Yeah, it did go down.
I went to Seattle. This was years ago, but I met somebody on spring break, and they went back to school, and they went to school out in Seattle, and I went to go out there to like not surprise them, but just take a trip out, and then it wasn't the same energy that it was when it was on spring break, and we ended up going to see Dave Matthews Band. We went because I had planned it out. I was like, "Yo, we're gonna go to." I bought tickets to Dave Matthews Band. I'm like, "We're gonna go to the show," but I didn't factor in the fact that it was in the Gorge, and the Gorge is this great, big, huge place, but you got to get there, and driving there is like insanely chaotic, and so it was a stressful trip. Where we didn't end up like halfway through the concert, we ended up talking. It was just like the
energy was off.
Energy was off. It was frustrating. I didn't really know her like that, but it was like when we was kicking it at spring break, it was like really like dope. But we were drunk most of the time.
Yeah.
So it was easy to get along.
Yeah.
It was like, but now you out there and you don't really know each other and whatever else and all of the stress. And I think there was some yelling. So yeah, it didn't go well at all. Yeah.
That's not fun.
I ended up coming back to my hotel by myself.
When you make that mental note, you're like, yo, this isn't going well.
But you can't pick a further place away to go than Seattle.
Right.
Like to try and go hang. And it was like, yeah, that wasn't. I didn't take a trip like that anymore. I was like, I couldn't do that.
Hey, I want to say it might not have been you. It might have been the Dave Matthews Band.
No, we both. I mean, like that's like a legendary spot to see Dave, and
it's
and
sexy music. Crashing
She was
to me.
into it. She was into it. I was we had talked about the fact that we both like Dave, and so, but we were, like I said, we was drinking.
Yeah.
And so whatever.
He's judging you.
Yeah, don't judge me. I won't
Damn.
do it again.
Hey,
I promise.
Cool. Dave Matthews Band, frat boys.
Oh wait, first of all, I love
Hacky
Dave.
sacks.
I'm going to see Dave in Wilmington.
There you go.
In May.
fun.
I'm going to see it. Yeah. I like Dave.
So do
Dave's
I.
a great show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's my question, Orlando.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you've ever had stolen from you? As a kid, as an adult, what hit the most?
A lot of the pictures, Throwback Thursday pictures, you'll see me wearing a chain that has like a O. My man Diamond Ev made it for me down in Venice, and it was like, it was flooded. It was nice, and I always protected it, and I hid it in my hotel. And it was like my signature. Like I drew the O, and then so he made it from that. And I hid it in my bag, in the Ziploc side of my bag, and I forgot to take it out. So when I checked my baggage, when I got my bag and I unzipped it, like, oh my God, and I reached in there, I was like, my chain was gone, and the diamond was still there. And I was like, they were smart because diamonds you can like trace, but they can take the gold and do whatever. So
Man.
Yeah, so they stole my chain, but I kind of did it myself because I didn't protect it. So I should have had it because I always would keep that in my carry-on. And
you were so protective that's actually how you lost it.
I was trying to hide it from the maid. I didn't want the maid to get it, but somebody at the airline got it. So yeah, that was like my last like truck piece of jewelry that I had. And I was like, I don't really need to replace it. But yeah, that was a big theft right there.
That must have hurt, like in your stomach, like the gut-wrenching feeling of.
I felt naked, Meredith.
Yeah,
I did.
Okay, so I hear this happens with guys every now and then. you're in the middle of doing something and you want it to last a little bit longer, maybe.
Oh.
And so you have to envision something else. You have to take a pause or you think about something to make sure that, you don't get too excited too quickly. What is it that you think about immediately to stretch out said situation?
What do I think about when I want to prolong my activity?
Yes.
I think about, the whole old standard is baseball. Like you think about baseball or something, but I would think about sad stuff. Like there. Yeah. Like I remember back when I did have like timing issues. I don't really have timing issues anymore. But when I did have them, I would think of my grandmother's funeral.
Oh, that's so weird.
I would when
Damn,
I got too. Well, during that time when I got too excited,
yes,
I would think about something sad, and it wouldn't make everything come to a stop, but it would take my mind off of the noises,
the situation,
and the stuff. It's like because you're seeing all that, and it's sensory overload.
Right.
It's like so I had to think of something to level me out, and I would immediately, and that was like the only sad thing I had at that point.
right.
So I would always go to that, and then I would like, all right, calm down, and then I would get locked back in.
Yeah.
And that was able to, hey, it worked.
Poor grandma.
Why not? I mean, like, hey, I'm sure she was glad that she was having.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, not really
What?
not glad, but I mean,
What?
hey, watch out.
Orlando, what would you do if your daughter comes to you and says, "Dad, I'm pregnant"?
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Good morning.
I mean, wow, like comes to me when? Like today?
Yeah, at 4:00.
After school.
When I was 15.
Yeah.
Biologically, that can't happen.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
100% can.
I know. I mean,
I know.
it would. Wow. Yeah, that would be hard. I mean, I would be like, okay, how? And we would just have to like, be prepared for it. But damn, I'm not prepared for it.
We can
Like
tell
that,
by
it
your
just,
answer.
That man, wow, that hit me in the heart. Like, dog, I'm not ready for that. But I mean, I can be mad, but you can't show it. You could be disappointed, but you really can't show it. You got to play the whole. I've seen more parents that have become grandparents at like a young age or whatever, or got a kid that had a baby at a crazy young age, and they've been trying to be positive about it, and you just look at them so sad because you're like, I know you want to be cussing right now, I know you want to be throwing furniture right now, but you're trying to, oh, we got you, and you just going to be the best mama ever at 12. Like I don't know if I'm built for that, but I would have to try because I wouldn't want her to think that she don't have her father having her back. So
Okay.
but damn,
That
would hurt.
Oh, you still have a plead left, right?
Yeah, I do.
This one says, Orlando, why don't you like Bubba the Love Sponge?
Oh God. I mean, why do I want to plead on that? I want to plead because I don't really want to talk about somebody else. But I mean, we don't rock with each other just because he has a different code of ethics. That's what I'll say. I'll say he has a different code. I think, I've been a pretty much straight up dude when I've dealt with anybody in the industry. And I think when he got fired from his job and we invited him on the air because we was like, yo, the dude was like a staple here. So we invited him on the air to like say his goodbyes to the market. And he thought that was really dope. So we were cool and we got along really great for a little minute. And then he didn't like something that I did. Not that I didn't do to him or whatever, or I did it to him, but he went on the air and just started ripping on the air or whatever and just trying to make this thing. And we was doing something for charity. He didn't like it. So basically I was like, I don't have to dislike you and argue with you. I just have to not deal with you. So I stopped dealing with him at that point. Like I don't really mention him. This is the only reason I'm answering this question because I don't know what janky thing y'all gonna ask me next. So I didn't want to tap out. But I just, like once somebody shows me who they are, I'm not gonna argue with you about it. I'm just gonna step away. And so and I guess he's moved. I don't know what he's doing now, but I don't rock with him. We don't cross paths right now. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
it.
One more text. Rob texted in and says, tell me a time when you went to bat for someone or helped vote someone into a position and you ended up regretting it.
Oh, man.
Oh. I mean,
They let you down.
I mean, there are a handful of them, but honestly, I don't, those are situations that I don't really want to give them more energy, so I'm going to tap out on that.
Oh, wow.
Right
Okay.
there. All right, let's see here. I got one boomerang for y'all.
Yep.
Yes.
That I can
Swing it
send,
back.
I can send back to the room.
Swing that thing on over.
Swang.
Let's see. And it's hard, too, because I can't ask y'all the question about staying in the staying game because that doesn't fit you. Because,
You can let it rip.
Yeah, right. So that doesn't fit.
Go ahead, do that again.
Yeah, she's in a good space. Tell me about some time that you pursued the act and it didn't go well. How the lengths that you went to land that loving feeling. And it didn't go down well.
There was this girl I was interested in, and I knew this was a while ago. This was probably anyway. So she was a really big fan of The Weeknd, but The Weeknd hadn't popped off yet. The Weeknd was a mixtape singer. He had a mixtape. It was called, I think it was called like House of Balloons, and it was right when that mixtape came out. And she had said it in a conversation, and I started looking it up, and he was coming to the House of Blues in Orlando. So I got us some tickets to the show.
Wow.
I got a meet and greet.
Ooh.
We got to meet and take pictures with The Weeknd. And I also got us a hotel room.
What?
And the show was awesome. The meet and greet, got the picture, everything. And then she was like, "Yeah, I don't want to stay the night out here. We could go back. We could go back to Tampa." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Yeah,
What?
man. Yeah.
In your mind, it was going down.
Oh, it was going all the way down. And we ended up talking for a while later, and it happened. But like, I was so let down. I was so discouraged. I almost totally gave up on the girl. I was like, you know what? It ain't meant to happen.
Did you get your money back?
Did I get my money back?
From the
the hotel?
hotel.
Oh, I don't know. I
Oh.
don't remember.
Because you can't cancel last second.
Yeah,
usually.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think
that
so.
would make it hurt even worse.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You did put high expectations on that, though.
What?
Like you.
That was I mean, I earned it.
I was like,
like I worked hard
I
for
mean,
that.
I'm gonna take you to the weekend, and I'm gonna let you meet him.
I know, but and a hotel. I mean, it's
but
just
this
so...
wasn't like our first time hanging out. We had hung out
okay.
before. It had just never gone
There
down.
you go. That's what I guess. That's
Yeah.
what I was
Plus,
getting
I'm
at.
all the way over there. I gotta drive back.
But that's what
Yeah.
I was getting at. Is like, okay, it's our first time hanging out, but it wasn't. So.
Yeah.
I can't top that story, but my story is met a girl on spring break where I lived at the time. We were 4 hours apart. One night I got that call. Wish you were here.
Ooh.
Sure am lonely.
You said 4 hours?
4 hours away. Right. And she was in New Smyrna Beach. And I was in like Gainesville area. And I got that call and I was like, okay, let's go. Jumped in the car, got down there. And it was like, friendly talk, like, sure, I'm glad you came, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm so tired from the drive going 100 miles an hour, and I get there, and she's like, maybe we should watch a movie, but, I'm kind of tired.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to bed.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I go, no, you're not.
And nothing happened at all.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And
That
I
sucks.
never talked to her again, by the way. Ever.
Yeah, because she didn't really want to.
She didn't,
No.
Damn.
she didn't put out so you ended the relationship altogether.
Now, does this happen? I mean, like, guys have these stories all the time. Does it happen for girls?
Not a lot. I will say we have some expectations. Like hooking up and all that. Mine was my ex and I were going kind of back and forth, and he lived in Chicago at the time. So I had expectations of, okay, I'm gonna fly up there. I'm gonna be looking good, smelling good, bring up, lingerie, like all that. And we had just been going through it, and it turned into us. He put on like The Sopranos or something. We started arguing, and the whole weekend was completely ruined because we were talking about our just said issues instead of focusing on rekindling things and all that. And I flew all the way there. I bought my plane ticket, all that, and he just shut everything down. And after that, we weren't together anymore. Yeah.
Did y'all? What's that noise that you made earlier?
Yeah.
Did y'all get some? Did y'all get some?
Nah.
Nah.
It was shut down. I was shut down. And I remember flying back just feeling like the biggest loser ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd do it.
Yep.
Bet he do it. Welcome to Loser Radio, right
Yeah,
there.
that's
All of us. All right. Well, I officially have plead the fifth.
Yes.
I'm done.